Hey folks, On Target Training up here in Oregon. We're working a drill today that involves small 1-inch dots. And there's a whole lot of different things that you can do with this. We're going to show you a couple of them. One of my favorites is just we've got 25 dots out there. And so from 3 yards, and if you want to shoot it from 5, rock on, or 7 or 10, you go. I'm going to shoot it at 3. We're going to do 25 presentations from holsters. So simply up, look, put one shot in. We're going to work the trigger reset, but we're not going to fire again. We're going to release the trigger out, safely come back into holster. So that's one of the drills you can do. You can also do a presentation and shoot 2 or 3 rounds into the dot. What I'm trying to achieve today, and believe me, it's not easy for me, is to keep all my shots inside that gray area. So shots that break the line or are halfway in, I'm not going to count those. And I'm going to just simply turn the camera on and record it. So if I'm not doing my job, if I'm not shooting well, I'm going to show it to you. There are some people out there when they do these videos who don't show you the targets, or they reshoot the targets until they get perfect. I'm rarely perfect, guys. I'm a student of the gun, likely you are too. And what the reality is, when I come out here and I'm trying to shoot, I'm trying to work on fundamental skills that apply to accuracy. And for me, that's all about sights, trigger press, and trigger reset. So that trigger management part, assuming I keep my sights on target, that trigger management is going to allow me to get the hits. If I'm missing, it has something to do with either sights or trigger. In most cases for me, it has to do with how I'm managing the trigger. So we're going to give you a couple of different ways that you can shoot this drill. We're going to start with some presentations, and then we'll add a little bit more, just so you guys can have some ideas of different ways to use this very basic, simple target. All right, 3 yards from our target, up look press. We want to keep them inside the gray area. And I'm trying to reset my trigger each time and be really conscious of that. So I want to fire the shot, prep the trigger, and then release, come back and holster. So in that second row there, I essentially have 3 that are in because one is out and the other one looks like it's breaking the line. So again, you could be as tough as you want on that. You could say, well, I broke the line, I'm in. Totally okay. So the next part of this drill, and again, you could do this any way you want. You could draw, you could fire 5 in a row. You could draw and fire 2 on each target out there, and that's what we're going to do right now. Two shots, 2 trigger resets. So we can go on and on, right? You can shoot however you want. You can do your non-dominant hand and work that. Whatever it is that you're doing, these small dots at short distances are going to really help your marksmanship skills. So the last thing that I'm going to do here is we'll do one presentation, 2 shots on each of the 5 circles out there. So it's doing all right, but you could see that one minor lapse in trigger press caused us to throw a shot out. So the bottom line, guys, is if you want to work your marksmanship skills, particularly the trigger management and your sights, working small targets at short distances and figuring out what's going on will help you as you move back to greater distances. Really appreciate you watching, finally, and as always, stay safe.